back to my video short speaking practice. I am Hadriana Kurnia. I will explain my presentation is about the nature, teaching and learning. Let's get started, guys. Introduction. Teaching and learning are two important parts of education. Teaching is the process of giving knowledge, skill, and values to students. Learning is the process of gaining knowledge, understanding, and experience. Both teaching and learning work together to help students achieve success. So without good teaching, learning will not be effective, and without active learning, teaching will also not be successful. That is why both must work together. Next, what is teaching and learning? Teaching and learning are two connected processes in education. Teaching is the process where teachers give knowledge, skill, and guidance to students. It also includes motivating students and helping them think critically. Learning is the process where students receive, understand, and apply knowledge. Students learn through study, practice, experience, and discussion. Both teaching and learning are important for academic success. So guys, this teaching isn't just about transferring the contents of a textbook into students' heads, but about opening new way of thinking, critically thinking. Learning, on the other hand, isn't just about memorizing for a test, but about gaining experience that we can use forever. So if the process described in this slide successful, the result won't just be good grades, but change in character and the way we understand the world. Next, the relationship between teaching and learning. First, teaching and learning are closely connected. So the two are integral. Teaching is useless without learning, and learning will be very slow without structured teaching. Second, teaching helps students understand. The teacher's role is to be a bridge. The teacher simplifies difficult information in the textbook so that students can understand more quickly. 3. Learning happens when students actively receive and use the knowledge. So learning isn't a passive process, but learning is only considered to have occurred when students not only hear but also use or practice the knowledge in their daily lives. 4. Without teaching, learning becomes difficult. A person can learn by themselves, autodidact, but process will be much more difficult, take longer, and there is a risk of misunderstanding because there is not one to guide or correct them. 5. Without learning, teaching has no result. No matter how well a teacher explains things, if the students aren't willing to learn or aren't responsive, no result will be achieved. A teacher's success is measured by the success of their students. 6. Both are equally important. So need is more dominant. Successful education requires balance, qualified teachers, and enthusiast learners. Thank you. Next, the nature of teaching. Teaching is facilitating, providing the right environment for discovery, moving beyond giving answer to asking questions. The role of teacher, a mentor who inspires curiosity, creating a structured path for students to follow. So the essence of teaching is helping students learn activity by creating a supportive environment, encouraging critically thinking through questions, and acting as a mentor who guides them with clear direction. Next, the nature of learning. An active process. Learning is not passive listening. It is active engagement, critical thinking, questioning the invisible meaning. Key strategies: taking concise and relevant notes, identifying syntax and delivery style, summarizing main points effectively. Learning is an active process that requires engagement, critical thinking, and appropriate strategies such as note-taking, identifying key points, and summarizing. The more active students are in their learning, the better their outcomes. Next characteristic of good teaching. First, clear explanation. A good teacher can break down a heavy or difficult topic into small, simple pieces that are easy to digest. If the explanation isn't clear, the student will be confused from the start. Second, good communication. This isn't just about speaking, it's about body language, tone, and the ability to listen. It ensures that the message the teacher sends is the same message the student receives. 3. Patience. Not every student understands a concept on the first try. A good teacher stays calm and is willing to explain things multiple times without making the students feel slow or embarrassed. 4. Motivation. A teacher energy is contagious. When a teacher is enthusiastic, it inspires students to care about the subject and work harder even if the topic is challenging. 5. Interaction with students. Good teaching isn't a monologue. It involves asking for opinion, holding discussion, and make sure the making students are active participants rather than just passive listeners. 6. Giving feedback. This is the most important part of improvement. A teacher needs to tell students what they did well and, more importantly, specifically how they can fix their mistakes. Next characteristic of good learning. First, active participation. This means the students isn't just sitting there like a status. They are taking note, answering questions, and being part of the class energy. Second, curiosity. A good learner has a hunger for knowledge. They don't just accept what they're told. They want to know why and how things work. 3. Discipline. Learning isn't always fun. Discipline is the ability to stay focused and finish assessment even when you'd rather be doing something else. 4. Practice. You can master a skill just by hearing about it. This point is about repeating the text, whether it's math problems or English grammar, until it becomes natural. 5. Critical think. This is about moving beyond memorization. A good learner analyzes information, look for logic, and from their own informed opinions. 6. Responsibility. This means owning your education. If you don't understand something, you take the initiative to ask. You manage your own time and your own progress. Next, challenge in teaching and learning. Challenge for teachers. 1. Different students' ability. 2. Lack of motivation from students. 3. Limited teaching resources. 4. Classroom management problems. 5. Time limitations. Challenge for students. 1. Difficult understanding lessons. 2. Lack of confidence. 3. Poor time management. 4. Low motivation. 5. Distractions from technology. Conclusion. Teaching and learning are very important in education. Teachers guide students and students must learn actively. Good speaking skills help students summarizing lectures, answer questions, and present ideas confidently. Learning useful skills like program can also supporting our future success. Education is the key to a better life. That's all for my presentation, and sorry for my mistake in this presentation. I say thank you. Enjoy your watching.